Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy. I'm glad you spent time. I want you to listen to this poem. Huh? I don't hate my sister, but the moment she came, mommy changed. My mom changed. She started sleeping more and was less interesting. She stopped singing for me and would sometimes forget to give me my meals in time. I don't hate my sister, but when she came, I was moved out of my bed, my room, and my mommy's bosom. At first, I had to spend it with the cold daddy who would snore his whole night in sleep and forgot I woke up to drink milk at 1 a.m., like mommy always did with me. I don't hate my sister, but when she came, my basin, some of my clothes were snatched from me, and some of my toys too. My mom's attention shifted. Although I cried, Although I cried as well, mommy would choose her all the time. She no longer took me out to play, and the TV would be turned and tuned to suit her taste first, before I'm considered. So you see, I don't hate my sister, but when she came, my cozy world changed. I've had to learn how to play myself because my friends also shifted their allegiance. I have to say out letters by myself, um, with few or little cheers from Mama, like it was always. I have to ask for food or I'll stay hungry until when Mama remembers. But I but I like this new me. Hmm, I don't hate him either. This new me knows how to talk, puts on shoes by himself, eats by himself, goes to sleep by himself, and can choose the clothes to put on by himself. Can get several other things done that were not before my sister came. So you see, I don't hate my sister. Her coming has made me better. I can even take care of her. I really look forward to her growing because I can't wait to teach her what I know and to see her do the things that I can do. Because no, you know why? She's my sister. I don't hate her. Ah, my people, what do you think? I tried to write a poem. When I saw my child, my eldest, my older child who is 1 year 1 year 9 months today. My son is 1 year 9 months. How they grow very fast, yeah? We came in when he was 1 year 7 months, when the younger sister was born. Of course, he was the only baby. He was our baby, and up to that time, he obviously had not realized, he didn't understand that there was going to be a baby sister. To me, I became pregnant when I conceived my second child when the older one was around 9 months or 10 months old. And this could happen. This happens in many homes. Though in Africa, if you do that, they say unafuatanisha watoto or ai haraka unapeleka wapi, things like that. Mbio mbio ni ya nini? But watch my personal motherhood journey into motherhood, and see how I chose to do that. Why? And things like that. Some people would even say it was failed family planning because of just the stigma that comes around having two babies in the house. Like the older one is not yet 2 years and you already have another one. It's not very common this side. So when I decided to have my child, my when we came in, and I saw the confusion in my boy. The second one is a girl. Eh, because up to that time, this boy was still sleeping in our room. Um, we had not moved rooms. He was still waking up to have milk at night. So I had not had that break of sleeping, and then baby comes, and then I have to be waking up at night. You know, a newborn always wakes you up at night, right? Yes. So I was there and I'm thinking, This boy must be shocked. And shocked he was. I could see it. He had tantrums like I never expected. He had he started being so I wouldn't call it addicted, but connected to the screen. You had to fight him to get him to eat. Watch my video on teaching your toddler how to eat. I'll be telling you a few things here and there of taking your child off the screen very soon. Right now, he has adjusted. But when I sat like this, I just thought to myself, he must be thinking, first, mommy's stomach became big and she could no longer carry me because in my parenting, in my journey to parenthood, I'm sure you've heard, I said things like, I was so crazy about my first child. I would sing. I had a routine. 11 a.m. before he sleeps at 11:30 was singing lala was a nursery rhymes time, and we would sing and dance, and that changed. And slowly I've changed. I no longer sing like I sing once in a while when I remember. One of the things I used to wonder, how will I stop singing the way I have been singing like this? Will it get to a stage in life and I'll stop singing for my baby? It just vanished slowly, 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 slowly. I don't even sing as much to this younger girl. Oh, poor girl. So I kept on thinking maybe the boy is wondering. I've had to move rooms. Oh, before I even get used to it, my basin has been taken away from me. Yes, we passed down the basin. Yeah, if you're thinking about it and you're wondering, where will all these basins go? Though, if you can afford to buy two basins for two children, indulge yourself. They're your babies. They're your babies. So we are there. I'm thinking, hey, this boy must be in shock. And he was. He refused to move out of our room. He would come back and you would see he's trying to suggest he had not started pronouncing words well. You would see he's trying to suggest, let this younger one go. It's not me, mama. Let this one go. And to some point, I was scared for him. I felt so sorry for him. I felt regret a little. Yes, I felt regret. I was like, ooh, I should have waited. But there are so many reasons as to why that was. I felt so sorry for him at some point. But the moment he started getting used to, oh, my boy has become very lovely. The boy is lovely, I tell you. He is so lovely. He knows how to put on his own shoes today. Have you noticed children always put on shoes the other way? Like the left leg on the right shoe and the right leg shoe. The left leg shoe is put on the right leg. Things like that. My boy puts on the shoes rightly. No mixing shoes and legs. So over time, I wrote a poem for him. Tell me in the comment section what you think about that poem. Basically, just to describe what I think he went through during this time. But it is such a blessing to see who he has turned out to be. I think he needed that to mature up. My boy is so mature. He helps out, though he would not do properly some of the things, but you'd see him struggling to help out. Today, even when he hears his sister cry, he goes to tap her and he would come calling. You would see he's trying to call. He still doesn't know how to say mama well. My son doesn't know. He knows how to say several other things, but not mama. He would come tapping you and you'd be saying, ta, ta. You just imagine, sister is crying, sister, and we all have to rush. And I just love how he has evolved. So, what are some of the things I would like to share with you, parents, if you have two under twos in your house? So far, this is like 3 months into it. Maybe I'll be doing another episode of this later in life. But 3 months on, what are some of the things I would like to share with you? Now, number one, I would like to talk about the advantages I've seen in that. The advantages are you get to raise them together. Like, by now, I keep calling them both my babies. So I get to raise them together. When I'm planning meals, I have two. No, of course, the 3 months old one does not eat, but does not eat solid food. Yes, we are still doing exclusive breastfeeding. But I get to raise them together. I know I have two babies, so I have adjusted my routine to know when this one needs attention and when this one needs attention. So all my energy while I am still youthful and strong is directed towards raising these two children. And I'm sure I can give them the best in terms of even singing lullaby. I have the energy to jump around. So I jump around with them. Let me just say, we get to grow up together. That's an advantage. That's an advantage, right? Yeah. Another advantage is budgeting. Yes, my kids are born big and they double their weight in a short while because of breast milk. So watch out the video on affordable breastfeeding, foods to boost breast milk production. So you know. But I get to raise them together. Um, I get to do their budgeting at one. So oh, it helps me if I'm buying. Right now the 3 months old one is around 8.5 kg. That's the average weight of many 1 year olds. My 3 months old is 8.5 kg now. Breast milk. Yes, breast milk. Watch my video, part two, especially of affordable foods to boost breast milk production and see the miracle work for you. My eldest is around 16 kgs now. If I balance properly, both these children would wear a size large of diaper. Yes. So with regard to budgeting, I can buy the same diaper size. And you can see they share almost everything. They share pants, they share some is it onesies or nurses? These half rompers, I call them half rompers. They share soap, they share baby oil, they share clips, nail clippers, they share hair oil, things like that. They share socks sometimes. They share bathing basin. So you see, with regard to budgeting, that has helped me. I have cut cost a big deal, right? Number three advantage I would attach to having multiple children or maybe children that young together. I guess it's just nice, and this might apply to twins. It's nice to have to choose the names, like names that rhyme and go almost sound the same. You could tell me in the comment section what you think if you're a parent to twins or multiple babies, if it was fun, because selecting names, I felt like I needed to have names that almost rhyme. Selecting a name for a newborn baby. Tell me your experiences in selecting a baby name. I would like to hear how that went for you. Another advantage is, I think you have to you get to enjoy cute little fun moments with your two babies or more, just to see them. Like I was saying, I'm seeing my child has evolved into a nice person. You see them cuddling together, you see them playing, like you see the older one coming to call me to attention about babies cry. You see the older one touching baby's legs. I found the other day my son had put a teddy bear in water, and a doll, of course, and washing the bear, the doll teddy bear. And I thought myself, he has observed me washing little baby, and I think he's just trying to do what he has seen. Those cute little moments, I think they just add joy to the soul. And who doesn't want to be happy and live longer? who who I think it's cute, as opposed to having a child who is maybe 7 and then or 10, and then you get the little one coming. Yes, they will have fun, but they might not cuddle together. But of course, they're your babies. Watching them bond will just be good. Watching them have their own bonding, have those special little moments, it's just fun to do. Then challenges. I would also want to share with you the challenges I have faced. Eh, 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 eh. One big challenge is having to divide attention. Because there are two babies, they could start crying at the same time. Both of them. An alarm goes off this side and another alarm goes off, or is it on the other side? And I like, I don't have a nanny. So I just imagine myself to be having twins, to have twins without a nanny. You can imagine when they all start crying, dividing attention. Sometimes I have to forego one because I'm unable, especially when my stitches had not stopped hurting. I had my second through CS. By now, I know you know that. When those stitches were still painful, I'm careful to say after healing or before I healed because I know I've not gotten well. It's just 3 months later. It's not even 3 months, it's 2 and some weeks. It was tough to divide that attention. You have to forego some of another one. Sometimes, often it's usually the older one, or once in a while the younger one. So you hear your baby crying, but there's nothing you can do about it, yeah? Because your hands are tied. So that is like the major challenge. You see, I had to my eldest boy. Ooh, it's a challenge to just give attention, same kind of attention. I was saying my older boy regressed a little because mommy was all over him when he was the only one. We would sing and learn frequently. And up to just 1 week ago, I felt like my boy had regressed. He, is it 1 week or 2 weeks ago? He had regressed. Regressed means he knew how to do some things, but for some time he stopped or maybe forgot, or he forgot them, or he was not interested in doing them. I think he slowed down. And this you are expecting to happen normal if you are going to have children like the way I did. Expect this to happen. Your child might regress because obviously in laws that apply when teaching your child, I've told you, watch that video, is you have to be consistent. And consistency here was not possible because a new being had come. So you expect that your child might regress. Yeah, you expect your child might regress, and don't stress. I'm telling you, baby will recover full blown. You heard in my poem, baby will recover and you'll just like maybe it's needed for their own growth. Okay. Another thing, like maybe I've mentioned before, you might easily forget one of them. Not really forget but ignore, because the hands have so much, you have so much on your plate, you might ignore. You might forgo maybe one's crying, which sometimes it becomes very emotional. When you feel like that, or you're already feeling like that, mama, be ye encouraged. Super mama is telling you it will only last a short while. Okay. Another challenge with that, it's a lot of work. If you are to raise smart kids like I am determined to do, so you engage them in all manner of play, learning, and laughter, and have a clean house at the same time, laundry done. Ah, ah, you have to commit to do a lot of work. It is a lot of work. Oh God, it's a lot of work. This is where I say there is no trophy to hurting yourself. If you feel you are unable to do it, please accept help or ask for help. But Super Mama Amy is determined to do it herself. And I know it's a lot of work. So, a lot of work challenge. Sometimes you forget to self care. And I'll be showing you how I do my own self care. Self care is important, Mama. You must care for yourself before you care for other people, because we don't want you to break down. We don't want you to burn out. So you must remember to self care. But with two children and no nanny, all under 2 years of age, you can almost forget yourself. And that's it. Those are the challenges I've observed. um, those are the challenges I've observed. Those are the advantages I'm seeing so far. And I'm liking how the older child is turning out. So if you're there, maybe, and you're thinking, my child My child was like this, I think he has changed, or my daughter was like this, I think. Don't stress. You're feeling sorry for one of them. Don't stress. I've told you they will outgrow. Ignore naysayers because people will come in with all manner of words. No. Some people even become so afraid. Some people are so afraid that they became pregnant when the older child was still young. They are so afraid they feel quite embarrassed about it. There is nothing to be embarrassed about it, Mama. Come out, enjoy your journey. It will be challenging, but what I can just tell you basically is plan to work harder, plan to work more. Because now you have twins, or you could look at yourself as a mother of multiples. Plan to work harder, plan to work more because the work will be more. Sometimes you might need to be creative about how you will carry both your babies because should they start crying, both of them, you will need to be creative and carry both of them. Yeah, keep hope alive. One might regress, like the older child. I've told you my own. I thought he had forgotten everything he knew. He knew how to say some few letters, he knew how to mention some few colors, and then he just stopped and he could not point them out anymore. But guess what? He will overcome, or she will overcome. Sorry. My own son has come back, bounced back, and is pronouncing even more than I had taught him. He is saying more than I had taught him. He is communicating today. He can say few words in a sentence. So don't stress, baby will overcome, okay? Don't push the older child away so much. When you see them approaching baby, sometimes you have to be careful because they might pull the child. This is where I invite divine connection. You pray for your child that they will love one another. Huh? Pray that your children love one another. I can see today when my son, this is what I used to do, how to encourage them to just bond. This is what I used to do. Every time I saw the young boy approach the older one, I would not shout, Songa, even if I found him maybe pressing them. This means you have to be very alert. I would say, Baba, that's not how you do it. This is how we do. Let's tap baby, let's tap baby, let's tap baby, without shouting. Move out from there. What have you done? There's a day I was washing in the kitchen utensils, and then I had a scream of agony from my girl, the younger one, who is 2 months and some weeks old. I ran. What did I find? That whatever I found could call for a beating or a scream. But in my shock, remember, super mamas have advised you cannot work, act up, or whatever. I just said, no, 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 don't do that, Baba. Don't do that, Baba. Of course, with a raised voice. But this is what you do. Tap baby, kiss baby's hand, things like that gently. Today, I can say, my boy, when he hears his sister cry, he's the one who would come pulling me. Come, ta, 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 and saying whatever he's saying to me, come see baby sister, baby sister, because he knows her by the name baby sister. So don't stress, encourage them to bond. Your child might lose touch here and there, but I'm telling you, they will outgrow. Don't stress. It's a beautiful journey for me. I like it. Don't feel ashamed or embarrassed about your decision. It's a good thing. Let them grow together. Give them your best. Just work harder. Okay, that's it for. I don't know how to call this one. Give me suggestions of the topic of how to call this one. I just thought to share with you that one. See you in the next one. Like, subscribe, share this content, give me your comments as well. Bye.